Indy, and you're watching Spots. One of the main objectives of Spots is to bring awareness and exposure to local creatives like the one I have next to me. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Monika, and I'm a model slash stylist slash everything under the sun.
That's true. Monika here, she's a model, like you said, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to bring her onto Spot. She is currently a member of our own Fashion Forward Club, and she has so much experience at her young age in modeling that I thought she was very impressive, and I thought she should be known. That being said, do you mind telling us, when did you get started into modeling? When did you get started and, why?
So basically, I kind of made this kind of pact to myself a couple years ago. I think it was freshman year in high school. I kind of lost myself and kind of found that I wasn't really expressing myself how I really wanted to. So I just kind of decided on a whim, I just want to get cute for fun. And then once I started doing that, I started gaining more confidence. And as time went on, whatever you put out comes back to you. So when people see that you're really authentic, they're going to start kind of praising you for it, and they're going to start practicing it the same way that you do. So for modeling, at first, initially, I was no, I just like to get cute. I just like to dress up for fun. And when people started saying the same thing over and over and over again, you should model, why aren't you modeling yet? This, that, and the third. And honestly, I was being a little stubborn and I wasn't listening. And one day I was you know what? Maybe I should start really locking in. I should start locking in a little bit. So last year when I graduated from high school, my graduation gift was a digital camera because I wanted to take digitals of myself, just kind of capture my essence. Because I feel when you use a phone, you don't really get the same vibe. But when you use a digital camera, it's just a little pocket, camera I could just use every single day. So that kind of just skyrocketed my love for modeling, and also showcasing what I can really do. Even though I don't know, I kind of viewed it as a hobby, and I still do, but I take it a little more seriously now. So that's how I got into modeling, into fashion forward and all that. So yeah.
Do you remember your first photo shoot or?
Well, my first photo shoot was actually with the photographer of Spots. That was my first photo shoot. Which, contrary to what people might believe, it really was my first photo shoot. I just kind of built myself up and just kind of learned what my style is and how I want to pose, how I want to come off through the pictures and stuff. So that was my first photo shoot, and honestly, it was also off a whim. If you couldn't tell already, I'm really impulsive with some of my decisions, but it's for the best. Okay, it's for the best. I was talking to the photographer, Jaw, and he actually saw the vision before I did. Okay, he was "Oh, I have this Y2K concept. I think you'd be really good for it." And I was I don't know. It's you have the creative freedom. You can pick out the outfit, how you want to come off as, and all that. So honestly, I was sold. So okay, let's do it. And it was a lot easier than I thought. I feel when something is kind of your first time doing it, it's really nerve-wracking, and you really think that oh no, you kind of have expectations of how you think it's gonna turn out. But I just kind of went with the flow, and I just let him do what he does best, and he did exactly what he needed to do. And it was honestly really surreal, to be honest, because I would just do little stuff with my digital camera and just do my thing, and just dress up, do my makeup, all that. But to have someone who is a photographer and sees me as a vision and puts me with the concept together, it's just really nice to see everything just come full circle. So that was my first photo shoot.
You think you'll ever do a photo shoot yourself, be the director, be the photographer, set this vision up? Do you ever see yourself in that role?
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I'm about to lore drop really quick. Before I kind of tapped into my modeling side, I've always realized that I was a lot more creative than I thought. Okay. Before, like, I would kind of like do like edits. Like when I say edits, no, like of like other people, like with like all the colors and like, you know, like masking and like all that stuff. And I've been doing that for a really long time. I stopped recently, like a couple years ago, because I kind of grew out of it. And I decided to point my creativity towards modeling. So even having like creative direction, like I do that for myself every single day. Half the time, I don't even know what I'm gonna wear until I wake up. And I'm like, what's the vibe for today? And then I just kind of, instead of like having words in my brain, I have like pictures. Like I have like an idea of what I want to do. And most of the time, like I'm at a loss for words because I can't really put it into words. But like when you like see how it comes together, it speaks for itself. So I would definitely see myself doing that.
I can relate to you on that because usually like how I think, I don't even think in words either. I don't think in pictures either. I think it's like scenes. Like I already have it played out. I already like have a vision of how I want it to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I've already seen it before. And like 80% of the time, it doesn't go out exactly how I want it to go out. But the product is still there. And sometimes it's even better than what I imagined.
That's so true. That is so true. Like that's what with me with everything. Like I have a certain vision, and if something doesn't go the way I envisioned it, it usually turns out way better than I expected. Like everything truly happens for a reason. So I'm not really too nitpicky about when things don't really go the way I planned.
Like you said earlier, you are a bit impulsive.
Yeah.
That's so free and like fun how you just wake up and you're just like, bye.
Yeah, and like I don't really have a strict like style either. Like if I would like consider like a style, I would just say I'm pretty eccentric with whatever I have. Even if it's like indie or if it's like earthy, or I'm gonna be like dark academia, I wanna give schoolgirl. It's just, you can just tell it's me, regardless of like how it looks on the surface. It's just, there's like certain signature things that I have that, you know, like, oh yeah, like that's something that Monika would wear. Yeah.
Having versatility and like a diverse sense of style is so important when it comes to fashion.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, that just shows you're not just a one-trick pony.
I know that's right.
That said, do you intend to have more photo shoots in the future? And with that, you know, there comes like, conditions like, whoever the creative director of that project is, they want you to do like this or this and that. And like, how well do you work with that? Do you want to have like complete creative liberty, or are you willing to just be a canvas that somebody can work on?
I really think it depends on the concept. I would definitely see myself doing more photo shoots and more projects, because I feel like I've kind of kept myself, you know, confined in a box, i.e. my room. So I think just branching out and doing stuff like that would be really good for me and for other people that want to work with me. As for having the creative liberty or freedom or just being a canvas, I'm not really too picky. I actually work pretty well with people with whatever they want to do, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna let them walk all over me. I have boundaries. Okay? I have boundaries. I feel like most people, like, they just like view me as like easygoing and like all that, which is true, but I also have boundaries. So if there's something that you want to portray and I don't necessarily agree with it, I'm not just gonna be like, okay, like whatever, like, you know, you're the director, it's like no, I wouldn't do it for a check. Okay? I feel like if it's not something I agree with or resonate with, or I don't just simply admire, I'm not doing it.
True.
As simple as that.
That being okay. See that? She has boundaries.
I know that's right.
Free to, as long as you have like good intentions, right? And it's ethical.
Yes.
And like
heavy on ethical. Heavy on ethical.
That's valid. And okay, so you're confident, you know what you want, you know how you like it, you know like your style. You just like, some people, they have to like they're meticulous with everything, or else like they just can't even focus. But nah, that's not you. You got that, right? And I have a question for you. how do you stay so like sure of yourself and confident, especially being in front of a camera? So like, I know sometimes like with cameras, they just don't capture you like how, not you, but
in general.
Like you, how you see yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like when you mentioned about your transition from like using phone cameras and digital cameras, I also got a digital camera and like people loved it. Not I loved it, but other people loved it too because they got to capture that essence and whatnot that phone cameras really couldn't. But you look good on both digital cameras and phone cameras, and just cameras in general.
Stop! I'm so flattered.
How do you keep that essence?
2 words: internal work. Internal work. When I was younger, it was always like like, you know, you always think you're all this, you're all that. Well, yes. If you don't think it, no one else is gonna think it. So, like I said earlier, whatever you put out, you get back in. So, for me, it was doing the internal work. You know, some people, they do affirmations and all that stuff. Me, I just kind of take it day by day. Like, for example, if you wake up, you don't really feel the best, that's when you put on your best outfit. The best thing you have in the closet. Because as soon as you put it on and you just really believe that it's a cute outfit, people are going to see that. Like, one thing I realized is when I wear more color, people are more attracted to me. Like, I wore like this really bright and vibrant, like rainbow, like 2-piece set. And like, I just threw it on. Like, I didn't really want to do too much, but it was a 2-piece set. You can't really do too much with a set. And I didn't think much of it. Okay, I just did my everyday makeup, put on the 2-piece set. And I was just walking around, just minding my business. And then like just an overflow of like random compliments just like came out. And mind you, I just threw something on. I was like, no, it's something like something slight. But to everyone else, it seems like you're putting in the effort. And it's not like, oh, like you need to like spend a bag. You need to spend a bag on like one outfit. Y'all need to start thrifting. And when I say thrifting, I'm not talking about the resellers. I'm talking about the good old faithful Goodwill. Good old faithful Goodwill. I got this from Goodwill. Okay. I got this from my mother's closet. But like, that's not the point, okay? Just go to Goodwill. Okay? Use what you have around you. I feel like people get too lost in prices of clothing, especially in like those like OOTDs. They'll be like, oh yeah, this shirt was 5,000. These jeans, yeah, they were 10,000. These shoes, oh yeah, like I already had these in the closet. They were free, like literally. And it's like, you know, like I totally get that. You know, maybe that's some people's vibes. That's not my vibe. As for the confidence, what you put on immediately makes you feel better. I promise. Okay. Because in high school, like I would dress up outside of school. And then when I came to school, I dressed above me. And I was like, something's not right here. Because like when I would go to school, I would just feel like, like icky. And then when I started dressing up, like the energy of like the confidence and just like feeling good, like literally just like radiated off the clothes. And then, you know, the energy coming off the clothes is going to everybody else. And I feel like when you see one person doing something, it makes you want to like step up your game. Not in like in a competitive way, but in like, oh, like I see that person doing that. Maybe I should start doing that because I see how it's working out for them. You know, I'm not saying you have to follow the playbook, but you could take a little page out of it, you know, and kind of reflect it onto yourself and do what works for you. So
that was really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there's a saying that says, if you look good, you feel good.
Yes.
I think that basically just sums up what she said.
I literally followed that this morning. If I'm being so real, I was gonna pull up in jeans, you know, little crop top or whatever. I mean, that's still cute. But I wanted to do something bigger. I want to do something better. Like, it's a nice day outside. I want to give, you know, bitchy. I'm going to heal your soul a little bit. So, yeah.
And on your comment about having to think like, oh, you have to spend big bucks to look good. That's not necessarily true. Not to insert myself a bit. But people would tell me, oh, you look so like put together, classy, whatever. But like those button ups that I wear and whatnot are from Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are just free. Like I go to the career closet and just pick out some button ups. Like this Burlington, half off.
Oh my gosh, they sleep on Burlington. They sleep on Burlington. They sleep on Ross. Especially Ross. Okay, especially Ross. I'm just saying, you don't have to buy from, the Instagram brand that potentially might scam you. We don't need to do that.
Why didn't my package come? And it's been 3 weeks.
Well, you're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. They're gonna be like FedEx when they don't see you at the door to sign for the package. Oh, we didn't see you. You're never gonna get it.
Now they're wearing your drip.
Exactly.
On that note, also how you're like to bring those two together. How you're saying, you don't have to spend big bucks. You can it's more about just like how you have your own style, understanding yourself, and like finessing basically.
And how you put it all together.
Right. And that made me think of Steve Lacy and his TED Talk.
Oh my gosh. I just rewatched it yesterday. Oh my gosh.
He talked about how he does the bare maximum, which is like revolutionary thought about how like you can have like he made beats off of his iPhone stick and now he's a Grammy Award winning artist. And it's like making excuses like, oh, I don't have the most expensive clothes, therefore I can't look that good. Or, my whatever, excuses. It's not enough. You can work with the minimal resources you have and make something great out of it. Maximize that. So I think that's a good message to share, really.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, back to modeling. What is your favorite type of modeling? Like, do you like retail? Commercial, runway, editorial, street photography? Like, what's your alley?
I mean, I've only experienced 2 of those, runway and editorial. I think they all have their ups and downs. Personally, I think I like runway better because it's kind of like an in the moment type of thing. Like when you're just walking, it's just you and the runway. The people on the sides and the front, the cameraman, they don't exist. It's just you and the runway. And whatever you do in that moment makes a moment. Editorial it's kind of a little different because you're capturing the moment right then and there. Like you have like the physical evidence of it being there. But I think I'm more of like the in the moment type of girl, to be honest. Because it's like I'm present, I'm here. Like I'm taking everything in and like just seeing the reactions, like especially from my background, because I have a dancing background. So whenever I would dance in front of people, like just seeing like they're like, oh, she ate, like it just adds to the adrenaline and it just makes the experience so much more enjoyable. So for me, love me some runway, okay? Editorial, y'all can hit me up too. But everyone else, I'll see y'all whenever that is.
You said runway is like there's movement, there's action. It's like they're seeing you
right then and there
in the flesh.
Yeah, they're taking it in, like, and regardless, I feel like some people, they kind of get nervous about if they make mistakes or not. Nobody knows. Like, the one piece of advice that I carried from dance to modeling is nobody has any idea what you're about to do until you get up there. So even if you mess up, as long as you don't like have it on your face, because I'm a really expressive person. I'm so expressive. I talk with my hands. Like, it's a lot. So when you go out there, you lock in. You need to have the blank stare. Like, I'm so serious. Because they won't even know. They're like, oh, she was supposed to do that. That's what you're supposed to think. They're supposed to think, oh, she was supposed to do that. But if you have the look on your face like you messed up, they're like, oh, okay, she don't know what she's doing. Get her off the runway, because that's crazy work. Like, no. If you just keep the poker face, they'll never know. Who's gonna know?
this is like a random thought. I'm just drawing connections. It's kind of like when you're like raising a child and they don't know anything. Like they don't know how to
Fresh out the gate.
Like, right. They're like, they just stepped on the planet Earth. And it's like, there was some advice for young parents about how like, if they make a mistake or drop something, don't panic like, oh my goodness. Make it like so chill and whatever, because like they feed off of your energy. And if they don't know it's like super bad unless you're reacting in a super bad way. And when it comes to performances, your audience is basically like that child. They don't like, they just sitting here waiting for you. And if you react in a way that's like, stuff and like stop the show, then walk off, that's gonna leave a bad impression, because it's just like,
literally, like, what if you like fall? Like, what if you fall and like you're just like, oh my gosh, I just fell.
And then we're all like, oh my,
and I'm like, oh my gosh, you just fell. But if you like fall, you do like a little dip, you know, put some ballroom into it. Yeah. And I've actually seen that that parenting style like in real time. Like I've seen it online, and it makes a huge difference, especially like when they're like growing up and like getting older. Like they react to things a lot differently, so that's really helpful for new parents for sure.
And for performance,
absolutely.
Speaking of performances, to bring it back to like runway and performances, I remember how like there were clips of like, oh, Naomi Campbell, she pulls her hair to the side. And that was like such a boss move, even though she like her herself was just like, I didn't did that. But then people were just like, wow. And like, have you watched runway shows?
Yes.
And
Fashion Week hate to see me coming.
And on that note, who's your inspirations? Like, who do you look out for? Who do you like go back to for like, reference and like inspiration? Or like,
I mean, you just brought one of them up. Yeah. I feel like just her being in the game for so long, even at her gorgeous age. She looks so good. I feel like she even though she's been there so long, she still knows how to make a statement. I feel like when you're in something for a long time, like you have to like keep wowing people, like they're expecting you to do something new, something better. She does that, but she makes it look effortless. Like as if like she does this when she's sleeping, when she's eating. Like even if she's just simply walking, like it just looks like she's doing it.
That's cool.
Okay. Another person is Alex Kasani. Oh my gosh. It's like she has the perfect mixture of having a personality and not just simply being a mannequin, but also knowing when to be serious, which I also resonate with. Cause like, okay, like behind the scenes, like I'm cracking jokes, like I'm like dying laughing. And then like when it's time to lock in, I'm so locked in. I'm so locked in. It's like, is that the same person? Cause it's a different vibe. Like those two together, it's just, especially after her winning Model of the Year. Oh my gosh, speaking of Anak is amazing too. Oh my goodness. Just her whole story has me in awe. Genuinely, you're telling me you were just on university? You were just at the university? You were at the university and you're telling me you just got recruited right then and there? Are you serious? And now look at where she's at.
I'm surprised she hasn't gotten like recruited sooner.
Honestly, yeah. Like she really was just chilling. She was literally just minding her business, enjoying the campus life, and then she got recruited. Like
she's stunning.
Oh my gosh.
Even now, was it the Met Gala look where she was doing the Four Seasons like for Swarovski crystals, and she was like the blue crystal. I think she was representing winter, and she had on this like full blue crystal jumpsuit, and she looked like
whatever she wears.
Like yeah, she's very.
Whatever she wears, she's just amazing. Oh my gosh, like even though like this person isn't considered as a model, she is. She is Quinlan Blackwell. Yes, and the fact that like she said that she just started taking her career seriously like a year ago. She's already doing a runway. She's doing editorial. Like, she's in music videos. She's everywhere. Even though, like, you know, she's had a social media presence, like, since, like, Vine and all that. Even though people like to discredit her, y'all need to give her her flowers, please. Not only that, she understands the impact that she has, like, humorously, but then she also tapped in. She's like, yes, like, I also have a face card, so I'm gonna make a bag from that. Like, she's not just doing runway, like, she's doing everything. Like, she's really branching out, and she's using everything to her advantage, which I really love. But all of those people together are basically me. Yeah. Enough was said.
Yeah. And you know what? I think this has been showcased throughout the interview and whatnot. You do have a good personality. You're very fun, and you do serve looks. So, I mean, living proof.
We see it.
With this skill that you have, having personality, so that means, like, you're good at talking to people, you're good at working with people, which is, you know, advantageous in, like, future projects. And on top of that, you also just look good in front of the camera. So, I mean, what are your goals? What do you want out of this? What's your future? Like, what is, like, this is it. I know I made it when this moment happens. What is that moment for you?
Honestly, I feel like it's happening. It's kind of happening right now. To be honest, I feel like whenever I was just, like, on campus, just, like, kind of chilling, I was kind of in the shadows a little bit. And then I heard about Fashion Forward through a mutual friend, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it. And then I got in, and then just being in that sense of community with all these people that share the same ideas as you and the way that they kind of move. Because way before, like, people start hating when you're doing something right, okay? As soon as I started showcasing my confidence and all that, because I post a lot. We all know I post a lot. And a lot of people always ask me, how do you just, like, post whenever? It's my account. And I look good. Like, that's a blessing. That's a blessing right there. Come on now, let's be serious. But just getting into community and not feeling like I was too much for being confident, especially as a Black woman, because I feel like when you showcase that, you know, you think you're all that, people take it as a negative thing, which is not good. Especially with, you know, history and all that. Even now, currently, as soon as you're a Black woman with a good personality and you look good, there has to be something wrong with you. Why can't I just be perfect? Why can't I just be good? Why can't I just be, you know, enjoying myself in silence? I think that's one of, like, like that type of, like, moment. Also, like, when I do, like, a show, and then, like, after the show, like, people are coming up to me, they're like, oh my, like, bro, like, you did so good, oh my gosh. And I'm like, what did I even do? I, like, low-key blacked out. Or, like, when I'm just walking in the hallway, like, this even happens, like, now, even, like, before, like, when I started doing shows and, like, photo shoots, like, since I post so often, you know, people take that in and, like, oh my gosh, she looks so good. Oh my gosh, like, she's just so confident. I want to repost this. I want to share this with other people. And then, you know, it gets traction from all over. And I kind of forget that, you know, when you share something, a bunch of people are going to see it. Even people that you don't even know. You're not even mutuals with them. They've seen your face. They don't know your name, but they've seen your face. I've had that happen to me so many times. I'll just be walking, like, down the breezeway, and then I have someone, like, staring me down, and I'm like, what's going on? And then, like, they finally walk up to me. They're like, you're so pretty. I see you post on Instagram all the time. I'm like, oh, so I forgot my Instagram's public. Okay, I forgot all these people reposted it. And, like, honestly, even when people come up to me, because I have a strong RBF. It's so bad. There's nothing I can do about it, okay? But even when people walk up to me, they're so shocked that I'm, like, so nice. Like, I don't know.
What made you think I'm nice?
Like, you know, like, if I, like, my makeup done today or whatever, like, you know, like, I have 10 pounds of blush on, and I got, like, a really bright lip combo, you think I'm gonna, like, chew you up and spit you out. Like, no, guys, like, I'm nice, I swear. I'm nice. But yeah, those type of moments, like little things like that, they just kind of all add up, and it makes you reflect on like how far you've come. Like if you told me last year that I was gonna do like an editorial photo shoot and I was gonna be doing runway, I wouldn't have believed you. I fear because everyone was telling me the same thing. Oh, you should model. Why haven't you modeled yet? And when I announced that like I was gonna start like modeling to like my friends, like my mutuals, are like, finally, like you should have been doing this. Why did it take you so long? And I'm like, guys, please, everything in due time. Everything in due time.
But you know what? Just like a mountain range, there's many peaks to like, you know, like. So this may feel like a lie right now, but I'm sure you'll be able to do like more and do things that you will never imagine.
Oh my, I'm ready. I'm ready.
And on that note,
you're good.
If you are like interested in doing something, especially if it's not like what people around you are doing, don't be afraid to do it. Just do it. And sure, you might have like some cognitive dissonance. Like first they tell you this, but then they start like hating when you start.
Yeah, you need to focus on just you, yourself.
Keep your head straight.
Yeah.
Forward, because you're going to hear a lot of voices, but all you need to listen to is that voice you have. Yeah. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to start out modeling or following something in like the fashion? Yeah.
Start practicing it literally every day in whatever you're doing. Anything that gives you the freedom to just be creative, you do it. Whether it's like, you know, simple eyeshadow look, even if you're not a professional. I'm not a professional. I might look like a professional. I'm not a professional, okay? Whether it's your eyeshadow or learning how to do your makeup or doing makeup that frames your face and accentuates what you already have, going out thrifting, kind of tapping in what you want to look like, okay? It's really common to kind of inhabit and absorb what everyone else is wearing and all that. Like that's really common every summer. It's, oh guys, what are we wearing for the summer? Whatever you want to wear, that's what you're wearing for the summer. Okay, just because the Birkenstocks are in this summer doesn't mean that you need 50,000 pairs of Birkenstocks. If you don't want the Birkenstocks, you don't have to buy the Birkenstocks, okay? But just doing that, practicing it in your outfits and really understanding color theory. When I say color theory, I'm not saying like it needs to be a color that's opposite from the color wheel. It could be something that's adjacent or just like something that goes together. Or you could do monochromatic, which is kind of what I kind of did today a little bit. I meant to tie more red into this, but it's okay. Like my hair is matching with it, so like it's fine. It's not a big deal. But just doing little things like that, it all adds up and it really creates the vision that you want. And it's not going to happen overnight either. Okay, this right here is 3 years in the making. Like and we're still going. Like you might think, oh yes, you're perfect just like this. Every single era that you are in has been your prime. You're in your prime right now. The era you were in like 2 weeks ago, that's also your prime. Last year, that was your prime. You're always in your prime. You're just always elevating. Yeah? That's all I have to say. Oh, and get a digital camera.
Yeah.
Yes. No, because this is really important, okay? When you're using your phone kind of distorts how you look and how you view yourself. Especially if you're a person of color. No shade. But let's say a room like this, right? You use your phone. You take a selfie, you see your actual color, and then it just like saturates, like just desaturates, and you look great. But when you get a digital camera, not only do you get used to your face, because when you're using a digital camera and it doesn't have a front-facing camera, you may think that you look weird, but that's literally how you look, regardless of if you're symmetrical or asymmetrical. You're gonna get used to your face no matter what, which is also why I got so used to being in front of like cameras and seeing myself on a camera. Because on my phone, like I take the selfie, like it's just, you know, and when you take the digital camera or you're like on a camera like this, and you see yourself flipped, some people get really uncomfortable with that. But once you get a digital camera and you expose yourself to stuff like that, you get comfortable with seeing your face however it comes from, whatever lens. Like, it's just gonna all come together. You just need to get comfortable with whatever you're using at the time. But get a digital camera. Don't spend $500. It could be a little itty bitty, like for like 80. The one I have right now, I got it for 100, and it's T, triple T. So
that's for like cyber shot or whatever.
Yeah, or you can just go to like the thrift store, like in your area, or like those pop-up shops, like, you know, like those big cities and all that, especially Miami. Or you can go on Amazon. But if you don't want to spend a bag, go to the thrift stores and the pop-up shops in Miami.
And yes, advice for modeling, to sum it up: practice, practice, practice. Get used to yourself. Know your angles. Just learn yourself.
Heavy on the learn your angles. And
that being said, we're now moving on to our surprise activity.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited.
Now we have the model master with us, Miss Monika. Round of applause for my alliteration. Thank you. For you today, I'm going to give you 3 prompts, and I want you to really get into the vibe. You know, do that coach.
Okay.
Show us how it's done.
Okay.
So, okay. The first vibe is, you're a classy, noble woman. This is like, imagine you had the clothes on, and I'm just kidding.
Okay, no, I got it.
You're a classy, noble woman who came from a good family.
Mm-hmm.
And you see this young, scrappy boy who just got nothing to his name. Yeah, and so, and you just want to live that life. You're kind of jealous of him, but you're also like admiring him for living a free and happy life. That being said, you're reserved, and like you're trying to maintain like your grace and whatever that you learned, but you kind of want to break free. And you know, how do you capture that? Well, please capture that.
Oh, like just like a pose?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, they see my legs, right? Like if I put it up here?
Yeah, I think so.
Right? Think so? Okay. Oh, I wore the right shoes for this today. I did. I give y'all 3.
Thank you. That was pretty good. Next scenario. You are, let's see, a child who just discovered that balloons can fly high.
Oh my, wow, okay.
And you know balloony will fly high, and you're scared that the day that you let go, it's gonna escape you. But you know it's gonna happen inevitably.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad. That's so sad.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. No props either. Oh my gosh. Today's the only prop so like a little kid with like a balloon and it's gonna fly away. Like
Basically, it's like a bittersweet emotion.
oh,
Okay, fly away one day, but for now, you still have it.
oh, so sad. So sad. Okay.
Okay.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay, I'm sorry, these prompts are big.
Yeah. The first one, I was like, okay, damsel in distress. And then the second one, I'm like mourning like a balloon that doesn't exist.
That's the new one in the range of be.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's fair.
Last one is a funny one because we want to see you.
Hey, perfect. I haven't been smiling this whole time.
Okay, you are celebrating your 50th birthday.
50? Okay.
And, your family did you this cake that if you light the candle, it opened up. It's like You know those type of cakes.
Yeah.
And you don't know this. So you're lighting the candle and waiting for everything to happen. And we want to capture that moment when the cake goes pow. But you're also serving face because it's your 50th birthday.
I hope I look good at 50. Okay. So we're just gonna swatch this. This is the cake. This is the cake. 50th birthday, and I'm super happy. Surprise cake, basically. Okay. Okay. Like oh my god. What else? Like. That's all I got.
Those are pretty good.
We're on the spot?
Yeah, on the spot. And these prompts pretty quirky.
A little bit, a little eccentric. No, you're good. You're good. I love a challenge.
Sure, yeah. That's it though. There was only 3.
Okay. Okay. I think I used everything I got.
And we just like just do.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I had to do it.
Just just.
I mean, one prop.
Okay, so that kind of wraps up our interview. Thank you, Monika, for coming.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Do you mind sharing like your socials or?
My Insta is at luvmonii, LUVMONII, 3 I's. My YouTube channel as well is also. Actually, no. It's Moni's Files, which is MONISFILES. I recently started a couple months ago, but I'm gonna start back up again. But I have 2 videos out right now.
And you can find Spots at spots.mag on Instagram. And yeah. Any final words?
Stay cute. That's all I got.
Thank you.
Goodbye.